Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. One of Hearthstone's designers, Iksar, holds these regular Ask Me Anything sessions on Twitter, and yesterday we got some pretty interesting news from him. Alright, so people of course have been asking about balance. Yeah, Aggro Demon Hunter, that deck is pretty good, and then stuff like Drekta, yeah, that's a pretty strong card. I actually wrote about balance immediately after the first balance patch for Sunken City and wrote that we need another balance patch. This balance patch was insufficient and we're going to need some nerfs and we're going to need some buffs. And that was basically my argument. And now we got a couple of nice tweets from Iksar. First of all, I don't work on expansion balance anymore, but Warlock and Priest are in a lower than average for worst classes of the expansion. We'll try to address some of that in the next balance patch. Demon Hunter is a bit too strong, but I wouldn't call it a surprise. Okay, but then the gem. We're considering buffing many cards in the near future. They may not be cards we've nerfed in the past though. So yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping. I'm happy about this. This is exactly what I was hoping for balancing for Hearthstone, because there are just so many things that you can't fix this with nerfs, because things are in such a bad state, like state of Warlock. Curse Warlocks, you can't play Zoo, you can't play Quest, you can't play Handlock. There's just not tools for that. No matter what you nerf, you just can't make those work. And in particular, I would be really excited if they were to do some buffs for Zoo Warlock and some buffs for Handlock. Those were the archetypes for Warlock that I have talked about that could be potential for buffing, could be interesting in the meta, could be fun to play, could be fun to play against. And those are what I'm really looking forward to. And then there's Priest, and there's still room for like Silence Priest stuff, for Shadow Priest stuff. Aggro Shadow Priest, it just disappeared with the expansion because it lost all of its these 1-drops, 2-drops, all of the aggressive Starve game minions are gone, so it just isn't able to apply the pressure anymore. And they could definitely address some of that with buffs fairly easily. Also bring some of these like harmless archetypes. Stuff like Control Priest or Quest Warlock, something like that. That can be problematic to bring back. Because if you bring it back and you bring it back too strong, and then you're in all sorts of trouble. And also, if you buff too many control style tools, then War Priest. War Priest win rate is going up. It's going to make it. Maybe it's not really going to make it to the top, but I mean, at some parts of the ladder, War Priest is already like reaching that 50%. Oh, and that's very good for a War Priest. So buffing control-ish priest archetypes would be very, very scary as well. But yeah, buffs coming in the near future. This is exactly what Hearthstone needs. The Hearthstone designers, they're often so very close, like they're able to identify that, hey, we cannot get out of this mess without buffs. But will they be able to make the buffs that we deserve? Yeah, I hope. I always hope. I'm optimistic, you know. I'm always hopeful. But anyway, a little bit more of this current meta, and then we're going to probably have a new meta. Maybe it's a better meta. And hey, if you need something else to do now while you're waiting for those Hearthstone buffs, my channel for this week is going to be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. So there's a link down below in the description and in the comments you can use to create new account in Raid Shadow Legends. And if you create a new account and play through the tutorial takes a few minutes, then that would directly support the content that I create. So that's something to do while passing the time waiting for that buff patch to happen. Give it a try. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.